If your husband is losing his hair and you're watching him try every product in all of the land, stop. Stop. I watched mine do the same thing for 3 years before we found the one thing that actually worked. So my husband started thinning pretty noticeably, I'd say around, 42, 43. And at first he was doing the whole, it's fine, I don't care thing. But believe me when I tell you, trust me, he cared. I know he did. He would check the mirror every morning when he thought I wasn't looking. He stopped letting me take pictures of him, especially from like certain angles. He started wearing hats everywhere. This man never wore hats. So he started with Rogaine. Cool. We love that. But nobody tells you that stuff makes your scalp greasy and disgusting. He would get it all over the pillowcase. He would get it all over the couch. My furniture is white. And you have to use it every single day, no one tells you that, for the rest of your life. You stop, you lose everything that you gained. After 6 months of greasy pillowcases, nothing. Absolutely nothing changed. So then his doctor puts him on finasteride. It's a pill. And I'm going to be honest with you because nobody talks about this part. About 2 months in, things in the bedroom just stopped. They ceased and that was it, like full stop. And he's sitting there going, I don't know what's happening. And I'm like, you're kidding, right? I'm Googling the pill at 2 o'clock in the morning and every single forum is full of men saying the exact same thing. I was livid. His doctor never mentioned this, not once. Nobody told us this was even a possibility. So now I'm looking at my husband who has a greasy scalp from the Rogaine that didn't work. That's hot. And he can't perform because the pill also isn't really working. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now, universe? Bring it, okay? Because I can't believe this is where we are. So he wants me to look into transplants. I look up the cost, $15,000 minimum. And by the way, the hair can still thin out after because it doesn't fix the actual reason it's falling out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. No way. I'm not doing this. So I'm doom scrolling one night on TikTok. And this doctor comes up on my feed. He specializes in male pattern baldness. And he's going through all the treatments and he's basically saying that everything my husband was trying was never going to work long term because none of it targets the actual problem. And then he holds up this thing that looks like a baseball cap. And I'm like, oh, look at that. Another gimmick. That's a good time. Fantastic, right? But he starts explaining how it works. And honestly, it makes sense. It's the first thing that anyone has said about hair loss that has actually made sense to me. So it uses red light therapy to get blood flow and nutrients back to the follicle, like the actual root of why his hair was thinning. And this doctor is saying the reason nothing else works is because everything else sits on the surface. The Rogaine, the pills never even reach the follicle. He said, you're all treating the symptom and you're starving the root. Mind blown. I'm sitting in bed watching this TikTok at midnight going, are you kidding me? That's why none of this worked? 3 years of greasy pillowcases, bedroom problems, $15,000 transplant quotes. And it's because nothing was reaching the actual follicle. So I start looking into it. This is called a Kir laser cap. It's been on the Today Show, FDA cleared. What you're looking at is 272 medical grade laser diodes, not LEDs. And the price, after everything we spent, I almost laughed. It's less than one of his dermatologist appointments, okay? So I ordered this without telling him. And when it showed up, he was like, are you effing kidding me? A hat with lasers? Pew, pew. You want me to wear a hat with lasers after everything I've been through, the drama? I've been putting chemicals on my head for 3 years. I can't sleep with my wife and now you want me to wear a hat. He was so annoyed with me. So I show him the 7-month guarantee. I said, look, my love, if this doesn't work, we get every single penny back. 7 months. After everything we've wasted on stuff with no refund and no results, just try it, right? 30 minutes, baby. That's all you need every other day while you're watching the game, while you're making me dinner. That's it. Just put it on and stop arguing with me. By month 2, I could see these tiny baby hairs coming in along his hairline. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want to jinx it. By month 4, there was real density coming back in his crown. His barber actually said something and oh, that's when I knew, you guys. And then his buddy, Jeff at work, is like, dude, what are you doing differently? My husband just smiles at him, doesn't tell him. I mean, men are absolutely ridiculous. He stopped wearing hats, except this one. He lets me take photos again, and I know that sounds small, but when you've watched someone you love lose their confidence over something like this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So listen, they had $400 off when I ordered it. Yay. I think they still do. So if the person in your life you love is dealing with this, please just grab them one before the sale ends and make sure you go to the actual Kir site because there's cheap LED knockoffs all over Amazon and they're not going to do anything.